Hi guys, what's up? So today we are going to be talking about trigonometry. In specific, we'll be talking about complementary angle ratios. Okay, so without further ado, let's go. Okay, so you remember from our previous class the values of several ratios as it's seen here. And I gave you some tricks also to memorize it. And in case you haven't seen it or forgotten it, please feel free to watch that video as this video is quite heavily linked with the other one. Okay, let's go. So now we know that trigonometry, at least at our level, applies only for right angled triangles. A right angled triangle. Okay, I'll just draw it here. Right. And we also know, yeah, it's a very rough diagram, just excuse it a little. Yeah, so as we know, the sum of all the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees, correct? Okay, but since we already know there's one 90-degree angle, it means that the other two angles together have to be 90 degrees, correct? This is known as a complementary angle. Therefore, complementary angle ratios in trigonometry. Okay, so now let's see in detail. Okay, sine 90 minus theta equals cos theta. Right. So last class I had told you that for sine theta and cos theta, they are inverse, you can say. So like sine 0 is 0, but cos 0 is 1 and inverse. Okay, so this can also be written as sine 90 minus theta equals cos theta. Let me show you how. Okay, let theta be, let's say, 30 degrees. Okay, sine 90 minus 30. So that is 90 minus 30 is 60, correct? So sine 60 is equal to cos 30 since theta is equal to 30, correct? Let's see if it works. Sine 60 root 3 by 2. Now cos 30 root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 is equal to root 3 by 2, correct? Okay, so this formula applies. It's correct. Okay, and it also has its inverse. Cos 90 minus theta equals sine theta. So the inverse is basically the same thing, just a little different. So no need to bother. If you just remember this, this one will easily come to mind. Okay, moving with the second ratio, you can say. Okay, tan 90 minus theta equals cot theta. Okay, so as I told you in the previous class, tan theta and cot theta are opposite. They have similar values, but they are opposite. One increases as theta increases, and one decreases as the angle value increases. Okay. So now tan theta increases, cot theta decreases. Okay. So again, let's take theta as 30 degrees. Tan 90 minus 30 should be equal to cos 30. I mean cot 30. Okay. So tan 90 minus 30, that's tan 60. So tan 60 should be equal to cot 30. Correct? Okay, let's see. Tan 60 root 3 and cot 30 root 3. Correct? Root 3 is equal to root 3. So we can say that this identity is also correct. And again, it has its inverse. Okay, moving on to the third and final identity. Sec 90 minus theta equals cosec theta. Okay, as I had told you, 1 upon sine theta is equal to cosec theta. In the previous class, as I had told you. And sec theta is equal to 1 upon cos theta. So basically the same thing as this, except with sec and cosec. Okay, now let's check it. Again, theta is equal to 30 degrees. Okay. So sec 90 minus theta is equal to cosec 30. So sec 60 is equal to cosec 30. Correct? Okay. Now let's try to confirm our suspicions. Okay. Sec 60 2 is equal to cosec 30. 2. 2 is equal to 2. Therefore, this identity also holds correct. And of course, it has its inverses. Okay. So, as I told you by the previous hand rule in the previous video, You can just check it out and you can see these ratios and relate to it. Correct? So you just try it with any angle. You can take theta as any angle, it will hold correct. Okay. And also one small detail I need to tell you, it's quite interesting actually. So theta can sometimes be more than 90. This happens for triangles which aren't right angled. Yes, trigonometry does apply for them. And for that theta, it reaches a peak at 90 and starts reducing, or reaches the least at 90 and starts increasing. For example, sine 90 is equal to 1 and sine 0 is equal to 0. So then again sine 120 would again start decreasing. Eventually sine 180 becomes 0. So sine 120 should be root 3 by 2, like that, and so on. Okay, so that's about it for this video. And if you have any doubts, please leave it in the comment section. And since I'm almost done with trigonometry, like there's just one more topic, which is heights and distances. So once we complete that, there would be nothing much to do in trigonometry. So please put your suggestions in the comments below, and I'll definitely try to make a video of it once trigonometry is done. Okay, thank you. Have a great day ahead.